Seager, you've got a 96 Ford Taurus, and it dies when you slow down.
That's right. It's my daughter's car, actually.
Oh, is that right? Well, does it die every time she slows down?
After coming off a freeway only.
Okay, that makes sense. It really does. It makes sense because during the freeway drive, the throttle is held at a position that allows the EGR valve to open more so than in normal town driving because of the way the emissions are controlled. And what we have found, especially with Ford-made products, is that EGR valves that are dirty, and they are all dirty after 5,000, 10,000. At 30,000 miles, I can assure you there's not an EGR. I mean, this exhaust gas recirculation, it puts 7% of the exhaust back into the mouth of the engine. And so that's part of the emissions of the engine. And that's another reason that engines run poorly after they get 25, 30,000 miles and start to lose MPG and maybe hesitation or don't idle correctly or shut off as you come off the interstate, because that EGR valve opens and flows EGR as she's cruising down the interstate. Then when she lets off the gas, of course, that valve immediately is supposed to close, immediately. But it's been open for long enough to flow exhaust and also for some of the little carbon bits of debris to stick. And engines refuse to idle whenever there's any exhaust gas, because that's like pouring trash into an engine. And the only time you can pour trash is when the engine is running up and running, and then it doesn't recognize that you're tossing a little trash. It's kind of like giving your cat medicine with its food. It's the same thing for your engine. Does that make sense?
Yes, it sure does.
Good. I'm glad I'm not the only strange one on the air. So, Seager, what I would recommend that she does is to have a local service provider remove the EGR valve and look at it and see how much debris is there. And while they have it off, clean it, lubricate the pintle, which is a little, they'll know what that is, a little off and on valve, and then check the delivery tube. And then maybe they may want to, and they may suggest, and you may look at this as, well, now they're trying to sell her something, but this is another service that should be performed in conjunction with the EGR, and that will be a throttle body cleaning and an air-fuel induction system cleaning. And that's what, if you brought that car to my service shop, that's the first thing I would check, unless it had a check engine light on, and then I would check the codes and see if the computer had any better suggestions before I started to take anything off the engine. Do you understand what I just said? Any questions?
Would you repeat that, please? I'm trying to write it down.
You got to be kidding me. Okay, EGR valve inspection, cleaning, and air-fuel induction system service coupled with a throttle body cleaning after the shop reads any trouble codes if the check engine light is on.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
You got it. Go do it. South Dakota.